Welcome, lords and ladies of fate, to
wait. I don't know. Are we? Okay, there we go.
no. Every time, this is like a thing now. We have to immediately undermine our own intro every time.
Hey, I'm muted
So
for
yes,
every
this is.
intro I ever do. So.
Oh, wait, you mute your own. Oh, I see what you're saying. So you just gotta just talk. It's like you're muted. You're muted. So anyway, yes. Anyway, this is Lords and Ladies of Fate, the Thursday night edition. Welcome. We are doing tabletop role-playing games here, where you, our viewers, can participate in our game by dropping, or more so buying things with your fate chips, which are loyalty points you earn by watching the channel and participating in things, or just asking for them, whatever, that's fine. You can use your fate chips to do things like boost our characters with skill bonuses or XP, or you can debuff our characters by taking away their XP or making bad things happen to them, make their equipment glitch, for instance. So you could do all that kind of stuff. Since you are the Lords and Ladies of Fate, you can be good or bad and get all your good and bad juju out of your system here on our channel. So Thursday nights, of course, this channel does all sorts of tabletop role-playing games. So we do Star Trek, 5th edition D&D. We do some other content like video games every now and again, but we do Rifts and Aliens. And then tonight we do Star Wars. This is every other Thursday until I blow everything up with the Death Star. Or until maybe whenever we finish the first season. Wow, you look very spooky tonight, Nat. He's so scary looking. I feel like I need that costume for my big bad in this. So this is a Star Wars version of the Lords and Ladies of Fate stream. We are doing a Star Wars tabletop role-playing game that takes place in what we call the Mandoverse, which is after Episode 6, Return of the Jedi, before Episode 7, The Force Awakens, and right around the timeline of the end of Season 2 of Mandalorian. So you can't tell me any of this isn't canon because no one knows. So, yeah. So, and we have a bunch of our players here and a couple of them missing tonight, but that's okay. We'll press on. If our droid's not here tonight, some other terrible glitch will happen to his body. I'm just going to say he better show up soon. Now he's going to have another broken piece.
Do you want to take bets on whether he's going to like drop in hot, like we're in the middle of like dialogue, and he's going to pop in and go, hey, I'm here.
No, I think he's going to.
Or he's going to come in right after I explain how he's broken. He's gonna hop in like a kangaroo.
You'll see the chair first without him in it, and then he'll just like kind of like slide into it,
like the Grinch going through the house, to collect all the. Anyway.
It's January. Can we stop with the Christmas stuff?
Sorry. No spoilers. Fair enough. So, we got a bunch of players here for our game. Let's go ahead and introduce them. We got our friend 2B, aka Jeff.
Hello.
Tiber. Here playing our Arthurian scoundrel. Togsadud. Yeah. Tog is the handsomest in the group. Not question. We got Nat Too Shabby here.
Definitely the warmest.
Our glorious host playing Neep Zibbler, who is not a Dark Sith Lord. He is a Jawa. Whose robe is he's tiny. He's actually very small and diminutive. Very nice. We got Adam here tonight playing Strike Wildstar of the famous Wildstar clan. He's a scoundrel and probably the most beautiful by human standards, but human standards are lesser in the Star Wars universe. So,
yeah.
The Thorians are really the most beautiful. And then we have another human, Dorn Vorl.
Very good pronunciation. Thanks.
The extra T is really what sells it.
It's not extra T. It's just the one.
I put extra T on it to make sure I don't miss it. You see, he's our Jedi, our fledgling Jedi, who's becoming stronger every week.
Every day, I eat a little bit more, get little muscle.
Mm-hmm. Nice. And right now we're currently missing HK3RM, our droid played by Ermslar. He's a protocol droid, aka other type of killing droid.
He did say he's on his way.
Oh, cool, awesome. No worries. So we won't kill his character then.
Wow, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
We leave the door open. We leave possibilities open here.
I mean, the lords and ladies of fate can get whatever they want if they have enough fate chips.
Can they kill players? Is that a command yet? Can they do that yet, Nat? Doom. TPK is brutal. Man. Oh my god!
I'm
kill the whole party.
I'm tired of Wednesday D&D. TPK, here we go.
The DM has been killed.
Yep, it's beautiful. Atlas, what's up? Nice to see you in chat. Good Devil's here as well.
Technically, Good Devil, the Sith didn't hit him at all. If we want to be technical about the mechanics of the way the game is.
Yeah.
You only damaged my you only damaged my vitality, which means you did not connect. Nice try though. Mm-hmm. Nice try.
You did hurt his
pride.
My
pride.
Yeah, maybe his pride, yeah, and probably like, he made him winded. So
yeah, I did have to breathe.
Be embarrassing.
He was very
sometimes.
startled.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we have starting fate chips. That's a thing I knew about.
I got that.
And also Emily is not here this week. She is our Twi'lek soldier. Easily the most powerful. Yeah. Yeah.
The option is there.
Yep. She's a very cool character. So you can jump into she's an amnesiac Twi'lek character. So she doesn't know much about Star Wars or anything in the world, so you can feel free to ask questions if you don't know about Star Wars. If you do everything about Star Wars, you can just pretend to not know. So that could be fun too. And she's also the most kick-ass character in the group as far as being able to whoop things butts. She almost hurt the Sith last week. We had our first encounter with the Sith for the last 2 weeks, and the party has survived mostly. Well, they all survived completely, I guess, but yeah, they got a couple scratches on the way out.
That's next week, Matt.
Yep. So let's see. Okay, so that's pretty much everybody. Are we missing anybody? Forget anybody? No, I don't think so. And me, I'm Bruce Gaskin, your GM for the evening. So, thank you. If you guys think I do a great job, you can thank me for doing a great job. If you think I do a bad job, you can talk to Nat and blame him because he let me do this. So I will take no responsibility for anything. All right, let's go. We're ready to do this. Okay, guys, back. So let's
yeah. What did Rungus say? What did Rungus say?
Right. Okay. So why don't you guys go ahead and recap me real quick? Recap the audience real quick. What we did, where we are at the end of last week, and more or less what happened in the last leading up to where we are.
Previously on Star Wars of the Fates. Oh, I thought I was just doing the announcer guy thing. So last fortnight, we were in the middle of a battle. The Sith had taken all of the Baomar monks and bent them to his will, which we unfortunately did have to take care of a few of them. May they forever rest in peace. Pieces. Well, no, they definitely are resting in pieces. I kicked the Sith square in the chest through a door, which I let him know, hey, you better run, fool. And then, the group got back together and we were accosted by some of Rungus's thugs because we made a ruckus in the basement. They took us to Rungus and I believe Tog Sadud and Doran Vorld combined to kind of sweet talk this hut into kind of looking the other way. And we're also now doing a job for him, which also was a job that we were probably planning on doing anyway. So
win-win.
Funny how that works.
Right. Yeah. It's the quantum bugbear.
The quantum bugbear. I definitely get that.
Do you?
That's an inside joke, isn't it?
No, it's so basically it's like you present your party two paths, and at the end of one path is a bugbear, and at the end of the other path is a bugbear. So no matter what the party thinks they have choice, but in reality you're like, nah, fuck, you're doing what I say.
I've heard that's pretty lame when people do that.
As long as you don't make it obvious.
Well, it's not obvious. Nothing's obvious, and I haven't. You don't know
Not
anything.
obvious. We're just calling
Okay?
a battle.
So that's good. Thank you for that. So let's go to a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. We left off in Rungus the Hutt's palace. It's represented on screen. The party is presented by the Gamorrean guards and the Dug leader of the Gamorrean guards to Rungus. Rungus and his droid C590, who was translating for him, conveyed that the party, to make up for its expansive damage to the basement, the lower levels of his palace.
Wasn't our fault.
Yeah, you guys claimed it's not your fault. He doesn't care. He says to make up for that, you guys have to complete this mission, and he's holding our Tweak as collateral, and she's also barely stabilized from the attack from the Sith. So she is being held as collateral. You must return with the Admiral Vicus, the admiral of the Imperial base nearby. You must return with her decryption code so that he might decrypt the encoded research that he intercepted from the ship in space that you guys were also on. So he wants that. You have to bring back that code. And if you don't, he'll kill her. That's what he said so far. And then I got cut off last week, so back in character. The mighty Rungus says you may now prepare for your journey. You have 3 days' time to return. And Rungus furthers, saying, if you do not return in 3 days, he will place bounties on your head so big you will not be able to visit any habitable system. You have 3 days. Do not fail. Bring back the code. You may rest here in the lower levels if needed for the evening, and you may see the Quartermaster to gear up if needed. But enjoy your evening of respite. Hopefully it will not be your last. Now be gone. And at this, Rungus waves his arm and nods to the band, and the Bith band, led by the Ortolan, who is not Max Rebo, but looks like him, because that's the style these days, begins to play. And then you guys look around the room. You can see the guards relax and move back to where to stand by Rungus, and the Dug does as well behind the droid. As the music kicks on, you guys look around the room. Hang on, I want to kick the music on to really sell this. Hang on, here we go. It's jizz music. It's not jizz music. All right, jizz music, by the way, is the appropriate term. I'm not being profane.
No, that was
But
George
unless
Lucas.
you like that.
George Lucas was being profane.
George Lucas is being. If you like that, then yes, I was being profane. All right, so looking around, you can see the rest of the room kind of relaxes now and looks away and goes back to their business. Over by the band, you see 2 small tables. There's an older-looking Gungan, but he's rather frayed. He's speaking to a Rhodian. There's a human, scoundrel-looking person speaking to a Praetorian. And then in directly behind you are 2 sort of standard sort of looking travelers, but they're standing around. They appear to be gambling and playing a game of Sabacc with a Transdojan who's standing nearby. Over by or just to on the other side of the room, nearest to the droid, you see a big Nikto who's just standing there, looking rather stoic, and you infer that he's probably another guard of sorts. And then at the far end of the
room, is
room,
that the guy that's on the couch there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I guard.
And then at the far end of the room. Mm-hmm. Well, he's standing in front of the couch. I didn't think about that. Anyway, so yeah. Okay, he's standing in front of the couch. You can see there's a small doorway, a thin sort of like curtain to the right of Rungus, which would be your left. You can't really see what's on the other side. I overviewed that yet, but I'll just go ahead and reveal that to you. That's where the kitchen is, and then directly to your left, the group's left, there's art on the wall, and there's some steps leading down to an art gallery, and there's 2 Chiss and a Praetorian down there, and they're kind of conversing with one another. What would you guys like to do?
No, go ahead.
Can I tell? Are the guys playing Sabacc? Are they playing it like at a table, like there's a dealer and the 2 guys are playing, or are they playing amongst themselves?
The table is electronic, and it's dealing for them, so they're all just kind of joined around into the table. There is a spot open.
Okay, could I play around with what credits I have?
Do you have credits?
I think I had like 50. Where...
Confirm for me you have credits, and then if you have credits,
I'm looking.
My sheet shows you have nothing. But perhaps actually, I think you took a bet with someone. Didn't you bet someone for 50 credits? And is that how you got those? I feel like you bet someone down in the lower levels.
Yeah, I can't remember what it
Doran.
was.
I technically have 10,000 credits, but I'm not a jerk, so they don't belong to me.
Meta question. We're gonna get the codes for what again? I forgot.
Okay, so Rungus has told you guys you need the decryption codes from the Admiral. The Admiral's personal decryption code that she uses to decrypt data that is intended just for her. That's the Admiral
that's stationed in this sector. Okay.
Yeah, it's at the major Imperial base.
Where's
across the forest on the other side of the gem.
Quartermaster's area?
The Quartermaster is no one has told you actually, but the Quartermaster is in another part of the building. You can ask the protocol droid.
Yeah,
he might tell you,
because he's the only one that can understand me anyway.
The Quartermaster is at the far end of the building, near the main entrance. As last I heard, he stands there in the main atrium to welcome visitors who are there to trade with Rungus. You must go straight behind you through the door, and then around through. There's two doors on the other side of that. You can proceed into the main atrium.
All right. You want to give me?
Good Devil redeem some money for strike.
Nice.
What was that?
Good Devil redeemed some money for strike.
Yes.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Thank you, Good Devil.
So, looking into your pockets, Strike, you dig around in your pockets for a while, looking for money because you desperately want to gamble, because you love gambling, right? Is that right? That's true,
Yes,
right?
Sir.
All right, so you're digging around in your pockets looking for money, and you check every pocket, and you're like, dang it, I can't freaking find anything. And then, you're digging, you remember, oh yeah, and you stick your hand down your pants into your underwear, and you pull out a small credit chit.
Oh man, I hate when that happens. I always forget about those.
And the chip has 150 credits on it.
All right, could I go all in kind of round with these gentlemen?
Sure. So you walk over to the table and you put your credit chip into the table. The group, they see you immediately, but they don't pay much mind to you. They're kind of focused on their hand, and there's a seat there you can sit if you wish. But they do seem to be not particularly friendly or welcoming. None of them really looks up at you, other than slightly regards you. No nodding or any friendly gestures.
Well, I'm not there to suck them off or anything. I just want to play.
Sounds good. Go ahead and roll me a profession check for gambling. I believe you add your intelligence modifier to that.
What would that be? I don't see. Rank. We ranked it up to 4, right?
5, actually. You took it up to
Okay,
5.
so 5 plus what?
I think it's your intelligence modifier, so you add 2 to that.
So 7, and then
And this is a game like poker, so if you would like, you can go ahead and roll a bluff check too to boost your score. Actually, we'll just add 2 because of your bluff skill. You're trained in bluff, right?
yeah.
So we'll just add 2 to what you roll for that.
Okay, and that's 2d6.
Oh, it's D20.
I mean d20. Okay.
Mhm.
I don't see it.
That was nice of you, good devil, to give him money. Lords and ladies, you guys can always hook up our players with items. That was well timed too, man. He needed it.
Or experience.
Whoa.
Experience, they like
All of these,
experience.
we love experience.
So it's 9.
A 9. Okay. Very good. Well, if you'd roll better, I wasn't going to roll this, but I'm going to roll this now. Okay. Great. So you start playing hands, and you lose your first hand, but you just kind of nod, and then they start dealing the next hand, and then we go to the rest of the group while you're over there playing.
Neep's good with computers, right?
Utini.
Perfect. I'm gonna kind of like go over to him and kind of in a hushed tone go, Neep, maybe we go see if we can't find a computer that we can get into. I don't like the idea of Rungus threatening to put a bounty on our heads. Maybe there's something we can do about that. I'm going to assume that was affirmative. Does our protocol droid?
Sorry. Yeah. Let me. I guess I'll communicate for him. Let me find out. Just give me a second to open up the chat here. It's loading. Okay. Oh, yes, I do want to give you control of your tokens. Yes. I'm looking for that statement there. Hang on. It's loading.
Loading.
In the meantime,
Loading.
I think I can give you your... This one here. HK speaks up and says, confirmation. Yes, I can do that, is what my master says.
Wonderful. You droid, you sound a lot more agreeable. I like these.
Affirmative. My systems perhaps have been damaged. I would not rely on this behavior to continue.
Nope. Well played, well played.
Damn it, I hate playing for other. All right. All right. So, yeah, eventually I'll give you control of your guys. Damn it, I meant to do that beforehand.
So while you're doing that, that is what me and Neep would like to do. We would like to go around and see if we can't find a computer terminal or something that will allow us to sneakily gain some access to Rungus the Hutt's network.
So you and Doran are going to do that?
Yeah, me and Doran.
Okay. And Philip's going to look to Neep and say, Master, is there anything I can do to help? So good. This is tag. What do you mean? I have arms. I can do all kinds of things. You're right. I don't have any arms, but very well. I can shoot things and I can carry messages and hold things. You need me to hold anything? I have a compartment. He pops open his little compartment. It's small, but
I'm gonna look at Philip. Oh no, you go ahead. You tell Philip what to do.
All right, fine. I'll just follow you then. Dog. Sure thing.
think that just leaves Tog.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Are you thinking?
I think I'm gonna go go find the quartermaster.
Very good.
See if I can
Sounds good.
chat him up and see if I can get any information that way too.
Right. So I think I've almost given you guys all control of your guys, except for Strike here. Very good.
Yay.
Okay.
I'm everywhere.
So you can control your guys now. I'll reveal areas as you go.
Neep will look over, tug on Tog's leg and say, "See what happened, boy? I see what he-"
My master says, inquiry, can you get our stuff while you're at it? I'm doing a weird voice for him. Sorry.
What stuff are you missing?
They took all of our weapons.
Doesn't Rungus have all of our like weapons
the
and stuff?
Yeah, I'll pick up everything.
Well, be careful with my lightsaber. It's very dangerous to the uninitiated.
I've handled a glow stick before in my life.
Sometimes dangerous even if you are initiated.
So all the stuff is piled up on Rungus's dais.
On the dais, on the dais.
On the dais, on the dais.
I'm glad you got it
Isn't
together.
it dais?
Floating
Isn't
little
it
bed.
dais?
I guess if that's if it's all up there before I head to the quartermaster, I'm gonna move over and kind of try to get the protocol droid's attention.
Do you need something?
Yeah, I was wanted to see about getting our gear. It might come in useful for completing this mission.
Ah, very well. Certainly. Doug, give him his gear.
The Doug's name is Doug? Doug the Doug?
No, he referred to him by his species, which he did not appreciate.
That's
You can tell. You can sense that he's pretty frustrated to be taking orders from a droid, but he complies and grabs all your gear and hands it over to Tog. But then, as Tog reaches out to grab it, he drops it on the floor. And goes.
Do I hear that exchange?
Yeah, you guys all see it.
I want to turn around and go to the protocol droid and be like, "Hey, I am sure this creature has name. You should show more respect."
The droid just stands there.
As if he drops everything in front of me, want to purposely stab his foot with my cane as I'm going to lean over to pick things up.
Okay, go ahead and roll a dexterity check.
Bruce's autobiography is titled "Gentle Droid."
I think it was Gentile.
The droid just was unresponsive to your inquiry because
nice
it didn't
nat
care.
one there.
So what'd you get?
1.
Wow. Well, lucky for you,
2 total.
the Doug. Well, so wait, you said you rolled a 1,
Yes.
but you added your bonus, right?
Yeah. So with my added bonus, it's a 2.
Lucky for you, because he's got a 1, so we're gonna make him an automatic fail. So he goes, "Ah, God,
Oh, sorry.
and he shakes his fist at you, and spits on the ground next to you, and then walks away hobbling.
And I'm gonna look at the protocol droid and go, "You know what? Maybe he does not deserve respect." And then I'm gonna go back towards Neep to start our.
The droid still doesn't acknowledge that you're speaking to it.
Don't worry, I will find a way to reprogram you. You will have manners.
Rungus is just puffing on his little hookah thing.
Hookah thing, okay.
Other than that, yeah, I'll take the gear and go find, I guess, quarters and quartermaster.
So you're heading down that
the
way.
hookah thing.
Yeah.
So at this point, Strike wins his first hand, and it's a big one.
Nice.
Oh God! God, the guy's tail grumble. So all right, so Tog's head, you're heading towards this way. You see a doorway. It's not open. I mean, it's open over here. It extends into a hallway.
Real quick,
Yep.
how many credits did I win?
Oh, it's you're just chips right now. You got to win the game to win all the credits.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yep. It's like a tournament style.
Okay.
Now, meta, because I was there but not actually paying attention. Where did he say the Quartermaster was?
Oh yeah, he said it was so from Rungus straight back, and then through a door down there. So you could see when you look through this hallway, you see that through that little door over here. Can you guys see where I'm clicking? Do I have to click and hold?
Click and
it?
hold.
Over here.
I'm clicking and holding.
Okay.
I don't know if you're seeing anything.
If you're clicking and
so
holding
right
in
there
a
is-
dark spot, we won't be able to see it.
I'm clicking a
Oh
lit
nope,
spot.
I see it.
There we
I
go,
see it. I see it.
Okay, so over here, yeah, you can see through this door. This is an open doorway, not a sealed door.
Okay.
And you can see that there's another open doorway just beyond that, but you can't really see where it goes. But yeah, he was saying that just beyond this area, and through another doorway to get to the Quartermaster, to the main atrium.
Okay, so assumably this way.
Yep. All right. So the other guys, what are the other guys doing while he's heading that way?
I'll continue on my game.
Looking
Yep.
for a computer station.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're looking around. Looking around, you see that there's no computer station over by the band, though they are jauntily playing along, well, and but no one seems to be dancing, unfortunately. But look just to the left, your left of the band, you can see some computers over there manned by an Ugnaught. So that's the closest computer system that you can see from where you are here.
I still don't have control of my
He
guys,
seems to be
but
clicking
I got
some
control
buttons.
of HK.
Oh, interesting. That was incorrect of me. Very good. Oh yeah, there you go. That's all right. You can control HK as well.
I'm gonna
It's easier to droid anyway.
as we're approaching the Ugnaught, I'm going to look at
Should be good now, Nat.
I'm gonna look at Neep and go, how about I cause distraction, you get into computer maybe. You're small. No one will see. This is what work. So do I see any like drinks lying around? Like on any of these tables?
There are no drinks, but the Twi'lek standing next to Rungus has a tray of drinks,
I'm gonna
and she's
I'm gonna
walking across the room.
I'm gonna approach her and take a drink off the tray. Preferably one of the like darker looking ones.
Very good. She doesn't. She sees you, but doesn't really pay any mind to you taking a drink, and heads over to the people at the table.
And this is happening before
poker.
HK and Neep walk into the room. But I'm gonna approach the Ugnaught and fake trip and spill this drink all over him. Oh no! I'm gonna start like patting him down, like. I'm so sorry.
What are you?
So sorry.
What are you doing?
I'm such a clumsy.
Oh, come on! What are you even doing
This is
back
way.
here?
I saw you. I felt I want to come talk and say hi. I am very friendly. My name is Doran World. I did not mean to make a mess. Please, come with me. Let's go ahead and get you cleaned off. Come on. If I've got to roll any kind of like.
No, just don't worry about it. I'll go get changed. I'll go get changed, and he goes down the steps to the servants' quarters.
Perfect, and then I'll give Neep a little like look like
All right, having no idea what he actually wants me to do, I'm going to actually just look for information on the Admiral and the Imperial presence here, and see if I can't like find a location or something like that to help us with this.
Okay, so give me a computer use check.
Oh, see if you can put a bounty on the Admiral's head. That might make things easier.
I'm only making you do this. Wait, you have notable skill in this, right?
In computer usage? Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so the only reason I'm making you do a check at all here is because you are on a time crunch here, because that guy's gonna come back.
All right, so I get computer use. It's intelligence. Rank 3, so I get 3 plus my intelligence bonus, is that right? So that's plus 5. Plus my gearhead gives me plus 2 to computer use, so that's plus 7.
Okay. And I would say that HK being there would want to be helpful. I think he has skill on this, so you could probably have a synergy bonus from him.
Can I tell Philip to go grab another drink from the drink tray and go follow the Ugnaught as soon as he comes out of his room changed, spill another drink on him?
Yeah, you can ask him whatever you want.
Philip, my good buddy droid friend, can you go grab another drink from that tray with the nice Twi'lek woman, and then go down to where the Ugnaught is changing. As soon as he is done changing, pour drink on him again. Give us a few more minutes.
This die roller hates us tonight.
Okay, sir. Master, do you agree with his direction? I take orders from you. All right, very good. I will go try to grab a drink without hands. See you later. And he flies over. You can see him at looking through the doorway. Are you like keeping guard while these guys are working?
Yeah, I'm gonna stand. I'm gonna stand right
around
here so I can see down the stairs and through the doorway.
Okay, so Neep rolled an 8 with his bone. Wow, he only rolled an 8 because he rolled a 1. A natural one. But you get +2 for your synergy bonus with HK, so that helps a little bit. That gets you into the realm of a what we call a standard pass. Would you if you weren't pressed with time?
I have trouble performing under pressure.
Like fair. Some of us have that problem. So Philip goes over to the Twi'lek and he says, "Hello, can you stick a drink inside my compartment, please?" And he pops open his compartment at her. She goes, "Jesus." Well, why? I don't take orders from droids. Strike, you hear all this and you see Philip and you recognize him. And you can see that he's getting some resistance.
Do I see this happening?
You do. You can see that.
Does Strike have a comm link?
I don't know. Does he?
I don't think so.
Okay.
But what you say? I noticed the resistance. Like what exactly?
You noticed that
exactly
he asked.
You mean?
So you notice that he asked her for a drink, and that she is resisting his urge to get a drink. I think
Meaning they're refusing to serve him.
Yeah, and I think you would recognize that Philip is part of the party now, or at least associated with the party, and that this would be odd behavior for him.
And I'm just like staring through the doorway at this happening.
Oh, actually, yeah, looking
at Strike like.
Okay, yeah, he would see you if he were to look in the direction of this happening. He would see you just beyond them with your head poked around the corner. Nodding.
This whimsical music I find is appropriate for all the bad rolling that we're doing.
Yeah, right.
Good.
All right. For now, I'm gonna keep an eye on it.
Okay, very good. And Philip says, "Please, I really use this drink. I really need it." "I don't serve droids. Get out of here. I'm trying to serve drinks over here." "Excuse me, droid. So, gentlemen, would anyone like drinks over here?" she asked to the group. The Trandrosian nods and takes a drink off the table. Anyone else want anything to drink before I leave? Very good. All right. Well, I will go on. At this point, Philip follows her. "Please, ma'am, I must have that drink." "What are you going to use a drink for? You're a droid. This is very suspicious."
I'm gonna look over at Doran and go like this.
No. Droid, drink. He needs a drink.
At this, the group sees you pull your weapon out, and they kind of sort of sit up and look at you, but they're trying to act tough, like they're not too upset by it.
All right, I'm gonna call. Is there a server? Someone else I can call over? Because I don't want to leave the game.
She's walking away as you hear, but you could call her back.
Excuse me.
Yes, can I help you?
Could I get a drink?
course. Here you go.
Server life. As soon as you
Presents
walk
the
away
tray.
from the table, that's when someone wants something.
I swear, as soon as and then she walks after you you take a drink off the tray. You took one off the tray, right?
Mm.
All right. As soon as you do that, she walks away and she says, "I swear, as soon as you walk away from the table, that's when they want something." And
First, I'm gonna take a sip of the drink to see if I can figure out what kind of drink it is.
taking a sip of the drink, you recognize it as somewhat rancid tasting, but very strong.
All right, I'll take one more sip, and then I'm gonna call the droid over. Say, Philip, here you go, man.
Oh,
And I'm
yeah.
gonna-
Oh, thank you, sir. I really appreciate that drink very much. Okay, thank you. And he whirs away. Rungus sees all this, and the Gamorrean guard sees it. He doesn't think much of it, but the Kabaz behind him seems to be have some attention drawn to it, and he's just kind of watching attentively as it disappears around the corner to Doran, and the server wanders back to the kitchen. And then, during all this time, Neep, you're able to pull up some files. You're able to successfully pull up the list of bounties that are currently posted by Rungus. You can see that there's a bounty for Fu Vemtot. I think it's Fu. Hang on. Is it full? I might have his. Hang on.
Who you calling a foo?
Bear with me. Fu. I thought it was Fu.
A pity to
Is his
Fu.
name Fu?
I'm gonna have to take some notes here.
Well, it's based on. It's that guy that Strike knew. Hang on. I just want to make sure I got his name
Guy
right.
in the
I thought it was
underlevel?
Fu, but I think. Oh yes. Hang on. 1 second. 1 moment. Sorry.
Yeah, Fu Vemta.
So I thought it was Fu. Okay, just want to make sure it was Fu. Okay, so Fu Vempod, there's a bounty for him for 5,000 credits. It says last seen on the Starward Queen. And then you see another bounty for Uritaj Simic, Imperial Spy Zabrak, for 20,000 credits. Fu Vemtat is a Kitnak, by the way, who looks like a large creature with a butt face. Look it up. It's worth it. Kitnak. And then
Turn off safe search.
the last bounty you see posted is for 50,000 credits, and it's a Twi'lek, and you immediately recognize it as Tweak, the Twi'lek that's
How
with
much
your
was
group.
on Zert?
And it says-
Zertogs?
Uritaj, it's Uratajge, Uratajge, Uritaj. Simic, last name Simik, fit 20,000 credits for him. Imperial Spy, last seen at the Imperial base here on Teth.
Are these bounties are they like are they Rungus's bounties? Like the Okay. So Rungus is stupid, is what you're saying. He has the Twi'lek he wants. He just is too stupid to realize it.
It's an interesting perspective, considering what you know about Hutts.
Well,
So, and then Fu Vemtot is, he's the guy. He's just a bounty hunter. Not a bounty hunter. He's
But
the
the guy that we saw in the basement
and then
of this joint.
no, the guy in the basement is Deve Mole, and he was associated with Fu Vemtot. He used to run with him back in the day.
Not one of my favorite people.
Yeah, neither one of those guys.
Gotcha.
And then the big one was Rusalka Dulrovo, which you recognize looks an awful lot like Tweak.
What was the name?
Rusalka Dulrovo. And it just says Twi'lek. Has a picture of her.
I would like to go over to the computer.
It says last
I'm
seen
going
on
to transfer that
Coruscant.
information to
kinda
my
like-
data pad.
watching.
You have a data pad?
I stole one.
Okay. And that's the one you guys got in the ship, right?
Days.
But yeah,
okay.
I primarily am looking for information more on the Admiral and like anything about the Imperials where we can, anything like that.
So, sure. So, while you're also looking in the system, you see a local coordinate grid of the quadrant of the planet you're on, or quadrant we'll say of the hemisphere, and it has Rungus's palace. It has the gem in the jungle noted. and then in between Rongus, it's located in between Rongus's palace, and on the other side of it is the large Imperial base. Which, because Rongus's palace is up on top of a large cliff, you can actually see that base from out the windows if you were to look out the windows. But you haven't gone that far yet. But it's visual.
Map of that general.
You have the coordinates are in there, so yeah, it's like a schematic. It's like electronic map. You could download that to your system as well. Also, on the map, you note a small village, off to the south. It says Warla, village of Warla. And then, and that's all you know. But you also see two other sensor nodes. One of them to the north. So this is all, we're kind of going around the gem in the jungle in the middle. South is the Warla village, and north of the gem is a blinking dot for it's noted as a starship landed north of the gem. A small starship is showing up, and also. There's another spot blinking, which is just so if the starship is north and the Imperial base is to the west, in the northwest there's another. It's not blinking; it's a solid spot, and it says crashed starship.
Is that the direction looked like ours was?
No, yours was actually south between Warla and the gem, and that is notably not showing up on the map.
Which direction was the crashed starship?
That was northwest of the gem in the jungle, which is also northwest of you now. So more westerly than north from where you are.
I want to.
So you see all that, and I can give you a drawing later or something if you want.
I guess if there's nothing else, then I'll just try to remove any signs of my tampering.
So once you figure that out, once you see all that, the Ugnaughts, you hear someone coming up the steps. If you would like to quickly give me another computer use roll to see if you can do that hiding thing. Right now, that's pretty much all you got with your 10.
Yeah, they'll do it.
Wait, did Philip not spill the drink on him?
He hasn't had a chance yet. So Philip just got back to where you are, and he says, "Sir, I got the drink."
Go! Then, spill it!
Okay, very good. Hey, excuse me, Ugnaught, and he opens his compartment and dumps the drink on the guy. Oh, what the heck? There you go.
Today is not his day.
And then he putters away, and then kind of flies around the corner here, behind the Kabaz, and the Kabaz turns around and sees him, and he says, "Hello there, Kabaz." He goes, "Oh, very good. Oh, those are not very nice words. Very good." And then he comes back over here to where you guys are.
Good job.
So this guy goes, "Jesus, oh, come on, I gotta go get changed again. You gotta, oh my God." He heads back down the stairs.
Before Neep starts to erase evidence of tampering, is there any way you can get rid of the bounty on the Twi'lek?
I can try. What do I got to roll for that?
You got same skill. It's computer skill.
Same song again.
I believe in you, my little friend. Yes, there we go.
14.
Okay, so
16 if HK's still helping.
Sure. Yep. So yep. So you go into the system and quickly do some hacking and slicing and try to figure out a way to remove the bounties. You are able to clear the bounty for Rusalka, the Tweak. But once you do this, the screen starts blinking red, and it asks for a password, and it says 2 tries available.
You want to try maybe password?
We will.
That's my always.
HK sees this and says, "Problem. I don't think we know the password, Master." That's Philip's voice. Problem. I don't think we know the password, do we, Master?
No.
Where's Erm when you need him?
Is hacking a different skill?
It's the same
Is it
thing.
same?
It's computer use still.
Can I go ask Rungus what street he grew up on, or what his childhood best friend's last
Give him
name
this survey
was?
to do.
Yeah,
You may do whatever you wish to do.
Area. To better serve them.
I'm writing this down. It's important stuff.
You are not constrained.
All right, well, I will make one. Wait, did I? Is that so? Is it one attempt I've already made, or is this just my first attempt?
That first one, you were successfully cleared the bounty, but now it's asking for a password to authenticate you. It's kind of like being in the middle of Microsoft Teams, which actually happened to me today. You being in the middle of a Microsoft Teams meeting and having it kick you out of the meeting and ask you to put your password in to get back into the meeting.
I just rolled a nat 20 to try to hack the password.
So, sure. So you know a little trick when this happens. You immediately you realize that you actually recognize this computer system, and you reach behind the system and yank on one of the cords, and the screen actually blinks away from red back to green, and the password symbol thing goes away.
Nice.
And then HK says, exclamation, "Wow, Master, you are very impressive. I did not expect that." Now, and at that point, you're able to then go into the rest of the system and delete, to the best of your ability, any evidence that you had tampered with the system.
All right.
And at this point, the Kabaz comes around the corner and says, which HK will then roll to see if he understands. But he does. And he says, "Inquiry. What are you doing? Why are you here?"
Oh, my apologies. We are watching the station for the Ugnaught. He spilled drinks all over himself. He's very clumsy. Ugnaught.
Okay, he's gonna check. I'm gonna roll a check for him, and you have to roll a bluff check right now, to if you want that to have any chance of succeeding.
Sure, absolutely. Can I use my
bluff?
Yes, bluff. Can I use my sense motive first?
Sure. Yeah, you can tap into the force there.
I would like to sense motive.
It's empathy, right?
Oh, wait, yeah. You know what?
Yeah.
Sorry,
no. Sense motive is different. That's if you're trying to. That's what he just rolled against.
Yeah,
you.
empathy. That's what I want. Empathy is the one that gives me the buff to bluff.
There's a skill bonus.
Oh yeah, skill bonus. I'm gonna use that at last. At last.
Who gave you this? Oh, you had a skill bonus.
At last.
So I would like to read his emotions or his mind.
Okay. You have to do a check for it though, because you're on a time crunch here.
Cool. Empathy. Where are you? You're over here. 5.
You got Constitution. You're gonna add to it plus your rank.
5 plus.
Oh no, that's wrong. Sorry, Wisdom. Constitution's a different one. I read the wrong
Wisdom.
one. Sorry. Yeah, Wisdom.
Yeah, enhanceability. That's what we're. So 5 plus Wisdom. So that's 5. 7. So D20 plus 7. Plus 7. 13.
All right.
What's up, Boogie?
So
well, I'm a Jedi. I've got to have the empathy.
Okay, so very good. Okay, so that sets. You got a 13. You said. Okay, so that sets the DC saving throw at a 15. Okay, so you succeed in using empathy on him. You can sense that he's very inquisitive and also accusatory and not trusting. You can also sense that this one is not one that you're going to be able. If this one is not of weak mind.
Got it.
And you haven't, but you already did bluff, so now you have to roll your bluff check. But you do get the bonus to it.
Mm-hmm.
This is the droid you're looking for.
Because, yeah, he You were good there.
What is
did
my
not.
bonus added to that? What do I get for that?
Oh, it's you get +4.
+4. Cool. So that's 4, 5, 6.
6 is your bonus
Mhm.
to it. You automatically pass.
24.
His sense motive roll was garbage.
24.
Wow. So he looks around, kind of thinks about whether he believes you, and decides, okay, very good. He says,
You really
he kinda
want?
grumbles to
You
himself.
should probably go back to guarding Rungus. You really don't want him to think that you're slacking off now, do you?
He was actually starting to head that way. He heard you start talking, and then went, and then continued back walking away as he was intending to do. Now a little grumpy about it. At this point, the Ugnaught comes around the corner, and he kind of peeks around the corner to see if anything is there. And he sees you guys and realizes there's nothing immediately going to dump a drink on him, and comes around the corner. Says, "Oh my God, why are you still here?"
Well, we figured these computers looked very important, and we didn't want anything to happen. While I feel very, very responsible for what happened to you, so I wanted to just make sure that nothing happened here, because I feel like Rungus would probably be very, very upset if you just walked away from your post to change your clothes. Seems literally irresponsible.
It was your idea, though,
Yeah, well,
that I do that.
But that's why I stay here. I stay here and make sure that nothing happened to these computers. Everything is A-okay.
Fine. He shoves past you and the droid, goes back to the computer, and says, "Now go!" And he waves you away. Get away from my station. Oh, God, what's so much trouble? Oh God, at least let me just check the system here. He logs into the computer and he looks around, kind of suspiciously, to see if anything is amiss, and he doesn't notice anything amiss, and gets right back to work on the computer.
That's that
system.
nat 20 roll.
Yep. And Philip's gonna say to you, "Very good, sir. Is there anything else I can do for you?" And he looks over to the Ugnaught. "I hope you enjoyed the drink." Oh, what? Oh my God, is that your droid?
No, I've never seen this droid before. He's very weird, very quirky.
Neep will start walking away.
I will do the same.
You should be able to control Neep now, and HK will naturally follow Neep wherever he goes, and Philip will as well. Good day now, sir. Very good. At this point, Strike, you're the Trandoshan. You went a big hand and put the Trandoshan out, and he goes, "Oh!" And he stands up, and he kind of like shoulders, like lunges at you to kind of see if you flinch. You don't. Do you want to? Oh, you're muted. You're muted.
I'm not even gonna budge.
Okay. And he, realizing that you didn't budge, he goes, "Oh," and he grumbles and walks away. And sits down. Grumpily listens to the music.
Doran's feeling pretty good about himself.
Ding pong, ding pong.
He's gonna go over here and dance.
The Deveronian looks to you, Strike, and says, "It's not smart to mess with that one. He will not be pleased that you took his money."
Let the Trandoshan win.
Yep. We're gonna continue with the game.
Very good. All right. So now we'll go over to Tog.
Yes.
Tog's heading towards the Quartermaster last. So I'm just going to move you a little bit. So you would have presumably gone towards this doorway, right?
Yeah.
So going towards the open doorway. So I'm just going to also reveal what you would have seen. So walking through the doorway, you see mostly generally empty room, but the place is pretty dingy. Like, it's not really well kept. It's like people clear the way of things that get in the way, but no one really tries to clean around. You see that the hallway is pretty clear, but not clean. You see some drinks left on tables, but everything seems pretty normal and not amiss. To the left, as through the hallway, as you walk through, you actually saw another one of those Bayomar monks, and just kind of hanging out. And then beyond him, you can see sort of the very distinctive form of. We're to the north here of that hallway, by the way, the north end of the room. You can see the very distinctive form of a Wookiee, and he's wearing goggles. and working on some equipment over in the corner. You see another Ugnaught, and they appear to be working on some mechanicals over there and trying to fix things. You see sparks flying, and the Ugnaughts doing some things with wiring, but they're very clearly working on something mechanical. But that's not of interest to you. You just kind of notice as you go through. And then as you go into this other room, this room is very elegant. It seems to be someone tried to clean it a little bit. And it's definitely adorned with flags. One of them you recognize as the Bounty Hunter Guild flag from your travels. You see some flags from other systems, but most of them are torn and a little tattered. But most of the room, you can tell some effort was made in to make this room a little more special. You see some Gamorrean guards standing near the front of the room, and the guards are standing and facing some Imperials, actually. Now you haven't gone all the way into the room yet necessarily if you didn't want to. They haven't. You're just kind of standing in the doorway when you see all this. So if you want to think about whether you want to go into the room still, that's okay. But you see, looking around the corner, you see the guards, you see the Imperial troopers beyond them, and you hear an Imperial voice speaking to someone. He says, "We have it on good information that there is somebody here that we are searching for. People from the crashed ship. Our informant has given us good information. And we want to know what you know. We wish to speak with Rungus." And the Quarren, there's a Quarren, you hear a Quarren voice. And he's got a translator, and he's sorry, he doesn't have a translator. He can speak Basic, sorry. And he speaks in Basic in response. But you recognize his sort of like watery Quarren voice from your travels. You know as the Quarren. Did I say? Yep. Is it Quarren? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, right. Okay, thanks. My brain's mixed up. There's too many aliens in this building. And he says, "Rungus does not see just anyone. You do not have business with him. Do you have an appointment?" "No, I don't have an appointment. We are Imperials. You let us in if we want to." And at this point, the Gamorrean guards they take their axes and slam them on the ground real loud, as a show of strength. You say, "I'm not really sure you want to do that. Do you really want to push your luck in a place you're not so familiar?" "Very well. Know that the Admiral will not be pleased by you not being supportive. We want to know what you know about the ship. We have it on good information that the passengers of that ship survived, and that they made it to the gem in the jungle, and that they made their way towards this palace. We want to know more. We must capture and interrogate the passengers of that ship." "Well, we don't know anything about that here. And if we did, it wouldn't be me who knows. It would be the Grandmaster Rungus, and he will not have you without an appointment. I suggest you go back to your Admiral and set up an appropriate appointment following appropriate procedure." "All right, then, fine. Sisk, I will tell you that this is not acceptable, youth. I fully expected you would get us into this building." "Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I thought I could get in. Just give me another chance. Maybe I can find another way." "Come, you're coming with me. You're coming with all of us." You recognize Sisk, Finduri's voice from the Gem in the Jungle, the Bothan that you guys interacted with there. Oh. He's with the Imperials. And at this point, the Imperials turn and leave.
That's fucking snitched. I knew it had to be somebody.
If they're leaving, I'm gonna make my way into the room.
Very good.
Now that they're gone.
Cool. Okay. So just move them out of the way. So they are not here anymore. If you see them after I reveal something later on, just know they're gone. All right. So they left.
Because the Quartermaster's supposed to be in the atrium, isn't he?
Yep. So as you go in here, he's going to notice you, hear you coming in, and notice you. The Gamorreans turn your way. But since you're coming in from the back, they're not going to think too much of it. They're going to kind of just stand at ease and kind of watch the main entrance to see if watch the Imperials go. And the Quarren looks to you and he says, "Hello, you're a new face. Can I help you?"
Yeah, hello. I was we're working with Grand Master Rungus. He's sending us on doing a job for him. He told me to come visit the Quartermaster.
Which job is this?
Something about some codes or decryption for.
Ah, yes, the Admiral's codes. Yes.
Yeah.
He finally got someone to take him up on that offer.
Well, he thought that we were the right people for the job. So I don't think he saw anyone else completing it. So.
Yes, well, I suppose you must be very formidable adventurers to take up such a quest. Very good.
We are quite the unique group of adventurers.
Well, I am the quartermaster for Grungus. I can provide weapons and supplies for your mission, at a small fee, of course. Or if you would like to set up a tab, we will set up a line of credit for you. But know that interest for Rungus is typically high.
I'm familiar with the trade. Perhaps we could work out some type of arrangement that's beneficial for both of us.
What are you proposing?
Well, I have a couple items of interest that I find useful, and perhaps we could find ourselves a trade of sorts.
Well, I'll certainly accept trade if you have something of value. What if you have of value?
I will produce my Rhodian repulsor throwing razor.
Oh my goodness. How did you come by this? This is a rare item.
Yes, it's...
In fact, I believe we had one of these come in on a shipment not too long ago. But it took us a very long time to acquire this item. How did you... It's so amazing to see one and another one in such a short amount of time. In fact, it looks a lot like the one that we got.
Oh, I heard they're usually made in pairs.
It's true. Oh, you have the whole set. This is especially valuable.
Just this one, unfortunately. The other ones, perhaps, could be the very one in your own vaults.
Your case actually has two in it. It has.
Oh, does it?
It is a pair.
Oh,
with the belt.
Perfect. Yes, I have a full set.
This is extraordinary set. This is very valuable. Well, okay. Well, what sort of what are you looking to get to acquire this item?
Oh, we're looking.
Can I give you a hint? There's an appraise skill you could try to use if you have it. If you don't have it, I believe you can use it untrained to try to guess what the thing is worth. Before you try to barter for it. Yeah, you can use it untrained if you don't already have it.
Yeah. What do I add? What do I add for the?
It's a key ability is intelligence, so you just roll d20 and add your intelligence modifier only. But wait, you can add your don't you have a profession skill or something? Do you have profession or knowledge or anything?
Oh, I have illicit barter.
Oh yeah, this is an illicit item. Absolutely. Okay. For buying and selling, yeah. So you can go ahead and add the bonus you get for that. What is it?
25.
You add 5 to it?
Yeah.
Okay. You rolled a 25?
I rolled a 19 plus 1 or plus 6.
Okay, so looking at the item and based on everything you heard him just say, hang on, I had it written down somewhere. I probably should have this. I didn't expect you would. I don't know why I didn't think you would sell that, but here we are. It's a great thing to sell. It makes good sense to sell it. Hang on, I have it written down here, back here, how much it was worth. Just give me a second. Everyone just dance to the song, sing along. This is what we really like, the paper flipping sounds. It's very nice. Come on, Bruce. You can do this. Paper flipping sounds. Oh my god, I have no idea where it is. Right,
I am muted.
It's in the weapons. Give me a second. Bear with me. Tell you how much it's worth. It's worth a lot. I don't want to undersell you. Since that roll is so good, you pretty much get it right on the money where it's what it's worth.
Some speeders. Drop ship.
There it is. Got it. Okay. It is worth 3,000 credits. You know, you estimate that from your experience and what he's told you that it's worth at least 3,000 credits. What are you looking to get for it?
Oh,
I mean, if you want to trade for wares, we can offer you a great, pretty much just about anything you think you might need, I think. We can offer access to transport. We can offer weapons or rations.
I think we perhaps would like arrange some transport. And
Oh, sure, certainly.
Maybe some disguises for our foray into the base. We already have some data pass.
Well, I think that I'm certainly. Wait, what do you have already? You said you had something already?
I have some data passes to get into the base.
God.
Can I see those?
Please make it stop.
Oh, the music.
No,
Yeah,
keep it going.
sorry,
Keep it going.
yes, I will.
Don't. Just, I need it.
Oh, please.
At this point, it's a part of my soul.
Here, we'll switch. We'll switch.
I'll
Bing
produce
bong.
one of
Fuck your life.
one of my forged data chips.
What was that?
I'll produce one of my forged data chips.
Okay, looking at the ID that you forged, he can see that it's Imperial Trooper ID. This is an Imperial Trooper ID. It's very convincing. Though I don't know how you managed to get. The only thing that's not convincing about it is that it's your face on it. You'd be the first Ithorian trooper, Imperial Trooper I've ever seen. But they do have operatives. I suppose this could fly. This is pretty good if you want to convince them that you're an Imperial Trooper. How many do you have?
5 of them.
5. You have enough for everyone in your party. Well, that's somewhat convincing. But what is your party made of? Who is in this group of yours?
Well, there's 2 humans.
I'm gonna pull up my hood
2
that
humans,
Torin lent me.
protocol droid, and a Jawa.
Very good. A Jawa. I don't know if the Jawa is going to come off as an Imperial soldier, but he could perhaps pass as a mechanic. This is going to be a tough sell. Do you have any other way in other than the front door?
Hoping that we could find something to get in. If perhaps some blueprints or.
Well, I don't have any schematics to the building. We used to have an Imperial spy, but he turned coat. He turned coat on us. Now he has a sizable bounty on his head. But never mind. We don't have any schematics of the building. We do have the location. We have some people here who may know a little bit more. If you speak to some of the scoundrels, the customers of Rungus who frequent his inner palace, perhaps they will have some information about other ways in. I am not aware of any other way but the front door. This could get some of you maybe convincingly in the front door, but I would not want to be in your party trying to convince the people at the gate that for one, that you're a stormtrooper, or that you're an Imperial trooper, unless you can convince them. I mean, maybe you might be able to sell as an operative, but the Jawa is going to be a tough sell.
That was my worry. Well, worst case.
I do have maybe something that might help, but it is a very expensive item, and it's not as valuable as this item is, and I'm happy to trade this item for temporary use of one of Rungus's speeders. I think that's fair.
That would be very helpful.
But the other item, it's worth a considerable amount, and I'm not sure that I can give it to you unless you have something of greater value to trade. But it could conceal. It's pause.
Don't cut out.
Don't cut out. Sorry, the signal's being interrupted by a thing. All right, here we go. It's a Coreldyne holographic image disguiser. You can put it on, and for 2 minutes it'll show. It's basically a stealth unit for a single individual or a large object, but it has to have an image of an object of the same size nearby. Anyway, it should conceal just about any, and it'll move with the carrier. So as long as they're not immediately with the group, it should conceal just about anybody sneaking anywhere. But it is a very rare, very expensive item. I cannot just give it to you. Perhaps under credit.
Perhaps we could give you the throwing razors as collateral. Borrow it for the mission and bring it back.
I think that I can accept that as collateral for extending a line of credit.
Sure.
If you're willing to accept the debt for the price of the item, well, okay, I can't charge you the full price of the item. That is unreasonable. For 25% of the item's value, you accept a debt of that. I will accept your razors as collateral and as payment for use of the speeder, for which I will only extend your debt by 1,000 credits. Will be around total of about 6,000 credit debt to Rungus. And I'll of course keep these razors.
Oh, I think we'll have to consult with the rest of my group if we're willing to take on that out of debt.
Oh, of course.
We'll be staying nearby, so sure we'll be doing business in the near future, my friend.
Of course. Yes. Do remember, this will be very, very helpful. And of course, if you need anything else, we're always willing to accept extending smaller lines of credit. If you don't want to use your, hard-earned credits now, you need to save them for later. If you need weapons or armor or power packs for your blasters, though I don't know if you want to be going blaster heavy into the Imperial base. My recommendation would be try to make this stealth if you want to come back and deliver on your mission.
Doesn't do anyone any good if we don't make it out of there alive.
I agree. Well, I wish you luck, traveler, and feel free to come back if you need something. I'll be here. I tend to spend most of my time in the atrium, but I prefer not to be bothered at nighttime.
Oh, of course. I didn't catch your name.
Ah, yes. My name is Shek Kaboon.
What the fuck did you just call me?
Shek. You're not even there.
Oh, well, Shek Kaboon. It's pleasure.
Shek Kaboon.
Pleasure meeting you. We'll be speaking to you in the near future.
Very well. I must have other business to attend to, but it was nice meeting you. He turns and walks away down the hallway behind you. Ahead, you can actually see that this hallway goes on a little bit. Let's see here. Yeah, it extends for a little bit, and he goes around the corner. Out of view.
Let's kind of leave this room and get on the comm link and send out a message to meet up.
Okay, yeah, there's nobody anywhere around to hear you, actually, so you can probably do that with good confidence that you won't be overheard.
You get my comlink voicemail. Hello, this is Dorenvold. Please leave message at the tone.
Please to leave
because
a
I
message.
am. Yeah, please to leave a message at tone because I am busy, obviously doing something maybe sneaky.
When the tone goes off, I'm gonna fart into the comm link.
An Arthurian sounds like. Ooh.
Oh my god, I'm so glad that's just a sip of beer I got in my mouth. I would have definitely snarfed that. Oh my god, brutal. All right, so we're back of the rest of the all right. Did you want to do anything else, Todd, right now? While you're
meet up with everyone else to discuss information.
Okay.
While
all right, so
while that was going on, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. He's kind of making his way back to the room.
While that was going on, I was doing some dancing by the band because I really was digging the last song. This song isn't really doing it for me, so I'm gonna move away.
The evening is kind of dying down. You guys can see through the windows that there's no more light coming through the windows outside.
It's getting dark. And
the band is kind of moved into some more kind of soft and more kind of melodramatic music.
But in my exploration, I find the Beomar monk that's over here.
And it takes a small step towards you.
I'm gonna take a step close to it. I'm gonna get down on a knee. I'm gonna put my hand on the goo glass, on the goo globe. And I'm going to say, my apologies for what had to happen before. May your compatriots rest in peace. And then I'm going.
So your empathy is still active. You can sense that its nature is peaceful, though suddenly just a little bit distressed, and a sense of concern there. But otherwise, comforted.
Oh shit, we're all gonna die again.
So I comfort him slightly. That makes me feel really good about it.
Good devil has a redeem encounter.
I see it. Very good. Thanks, good devil, for redeeming that encounter.
Devil.
Great. Okay.
Does the monk say anything to me or do anything?
They don't
speak.
It doesn't speak.
It doesn't speak to me like through its, I guess, connection to the force.
It did feel comforted though, but now it's a little worried about what you said. It seemed to have heard you though. You seem to have recognized that it heard you and understood you.
It's like, you don't know what happened, did you? You've been up here this entire time. Oh, Lord. Don't go downstairs.
Do not go in there.
At this, the Wookiee near you turns and looks at you, seemingly attracted to the talking that you're doing to the Bear Marmark, which is very strange to him, because no one ever talks to those things normally. And he goes...
No one around me that can translate, huh?
Yeah, so I don't think you have any idea what he just said.
I'm gonna I'm going to.
But you're feeling from your empathy allowed. Okay, yeah, it works on him. So you can sense that his motive is inquisitive, and curious.
I'm going to look at him and say, that may have seemed strange, but all creatures are connected. And I just wanted to pay my respects.
He goes, kind of goes, almost like rolling his eyes and kind of nodding, and then turns back to his work and starts sparking again.
You had him until all that hippie crap.
Very good. All right. At this, you hear, hang on a second. Gotta do something here. All right, at this, you hear the sound that goes, now can you do a Jawa sound for me? Like an excited one.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, you hear that sound, and you recognize it as a Jawa. But you notice that there was a Jawa in the... you know that Neep is behind you. And then you're looking over in the corner of the room, you see a Jawa excitedly jumping over some droid parts.
I'm going to I'll go walk over there and go, "Hello, little friend. You look very similar to a friend of mine. Do you know a Neep?"
He seems excited by hearing you say Neve, and curious.
Hmm. I apologize. I'm a little rusty on my Jawais. Please follow me. I will take you to him. And then I start walking.
He kind of looks around, confused, but then decides to follow you.
As I see Neep down the corridor, I go, Neep, I think I may have found you a friend.
At this point, you hear the sorry, this is a god damn it, species name. Hang on. Doros. You see the Doros that was sitting at this table with Strike go, oh, and he bangs on the table and storms around the corner past where you guys just walked through and leaves.
Damn, my boy Strike getting lucky.
Seemingly have lost, and the Deveronian looks very worried, and Strike is now way up in the chip lead. And then seeing Neep, this guy runs over like he's gonna give Neep a hug. Neep, you recognize this guy. His name is Kun, Kunn, and he
Thank you for clarifying that.
Thank you. Kunn. He was. You recognize him as a Jawa from a friendly tribe, but not yours. From Tatooine.
All right. Let's say what's up. What's up, brother? What are you doing here?
Oh yeah, can this conversation be like
this is going to be a normal conversation. You guys will understand none of it. We'll assume that HK understands all of it, but it won't translate unless someone asks him to. And Philip will understand it as well. Yeah, I'm doing good, man. Dude, like I'm doing okay considering. I mean, I made some bad deals, back in Anchorhead, and now I ended up in here in servitude to Rungus, and I'll probably never pay off this debt. But man, it's so good to see you.
Your debt? How much is your debt?
It's kind of a lot, man. Like I don't want to say. It's kind of embarrassing. And then he charges interest on debt that's monthly.
I might be able to help.
Oh man, I don't want to put that on you. It's just so good to see you, man. I hate to put that on you. You don't have to do that. It's not fair. What are you doing out here?
I got too curious for my own good. Wandered on board a starship after I saw this really interesting looking droid. This thing right here. And the ship took off, and I went with it. Now we got ourselves in a little bit of trouble, but we're hopefully working our way back to Tatooine.
Oh man. Oh geez. Well, what kind of trouble, man? Like, I don't know. Maybe I can help you.
I don't even still understand what the hell these people are talking about, but I'm just going along with it because I'm here. We gotta find some codes and some other shit from the Imperials or something.
Oh, the Imperial base.
Those guys suck.
Well, yeah, they do. They're terrible. Rungus is terrible too, but at least he feeds me. And I'm pretty sure they wouldn't even feed me. They probably just kill me over there. But maybe I can help you. I mean, so my debt's kind of a lot, man. But did you take that mission that Rungus was trying to give out? Like it was an impossible mission.
We can do it.
Is that why you're here?
Well, I went through and actually got quite a
pay.
bit of information as far as what we can do to get some money around here.
Oh, good. Good. Rungus was going to pay people to do that mission.
What was he paying?
Maybe if he was paying 100,000 credits. He told you that, right? He's going to pay you 100,000 credits to do it, right?
Yeah, that's something like that.
Wow. Man, I got to say, the coincidence is strange. I owe 70 on my debt, and I hate to do this, but man, I could, if you help me out a little bit, maybe pay off some of my debt, I could probably give you a little information to help you.
All right. Well, like I said, if we can get your debt, we can also take you with us in case we get back to Tatooine.
All right. Maybe we can work something out. Yeah, that'd be good. It's a lot of money, though.
Both get back to our.
Well, it's good that he said he's gonna pay
way.
you. Yeah, maybe I'll be part of your team and I can help you. Yeah, so I can tell you, I can't leave here because if I leave here, he'll kill me. But I can tell you that there's a back entrance into the base, and you got to get the Admiral's encryption code, right? So the back entrance into the base through the residential quarter. That you leads you through the residential quarter where they keep all the laborers that are not troopers, and if you go in through there, there's a lot less security, and you can make it directly to the main headquarter building. And then once you get inside, I mean, you're famous for being like really good at like slicing and fixing stuff, right? So you should be able to get into the building. Once you get into the building, you find our main computer, and you should be able to get it. But yeah, you go in through the side here. You got a data pad? I'll write it. I'll put it on your data pad.
The map.
Oh, he fiddles with the data pad. He clicks some buttons, and he puts a mark on the map on the back end of the base with some coordinates that shows you exactly where to go. Yeah, there's a spot right here that you can crawl in through the sewer system. And I'm sorry about that, but you can get in through there.
That's good.
And then you can open the back.
Anyway.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, I'm sure. I mean, I haven't had a bath since I remember. It made me dig when I was here, but since then I've avoided them like the plague. Yeah, he offers you a high five. Yeah.
And I'm just in the corner over here beaming that Neep is having a great time.
Yeah, and you guys just hear.
Yeah, exactly. No idea what's going on.
So yeah, you go in through the sewer system, and you should be able to get in through there and activate the outer gates. The outer gates are almost never occupied because no one ever goes in through there. You need special codes to get in through there, but I knew the Imperial spy that worked in here, and he gave them to me. So here, I'll put them in your data pad.
Was that Imperial spy a Zabrak?
He was, yeah. His name was Urtaj. He's really nice to me. He used to come over and ask me questions all the time. And I'd help him on his missions. Sometimes, he was a spy for Rungus. Rungus would ask him to go out there and do stuff. And then, man, Rungus was so mad when he found out he was actually working for the Imperials. Oh, my God. But anyway, so we worked together. He wasn't mad at me, though, because he thinks I'm stupid. And generally speaking, he's right. But yeah.
When was the last time you've seen that guy?
I'm cool. We're cool here. Oh, God. I mean, he ran away from here as soon as that bounty got put on his head. As soon as they found out, he made a break for it. I believe he's still with the Imperials. He's working for them. But he hasn't come back here. His spying days from Rungus is pretty much over. I don't know how much use he is to them. He's probably a soldier or something. I don't know.
All right.
But yeah, man, yeah. So yeah, you remember this, right? You hook me up. Get back here. Help me out, okay? And make sure you don't die, all right? He slaps you on the shoulder. Man, it's so nice to see you.
Yeah, we'll get you out of here. Don't worry about it.
And at this point, the Nikto sees what's going on, and he recognizes Kuhn is fraternizing instead of doing his work, and he makes some stern eyes at Kuhn, and Kuhn recognizes this, and he goes, I gotta get going, man. I really get back at work. I don't want to get in trouble, But man, it's really nice to see you.
Yep, we'll be in touch.
Yeah. Thanks, man. Good luck, man. Don't die, okay?
Nah.
Oh, that'd be so good. So he goes back and he starts working on the droid stuff over there.
Okay.
And then HK looks at you and says, "Well, Master, that is quite a turn of events. Are you planning It sounds like we're ready to go here. You should share this with the
I
party.
have a lot to share with the party. Get those translation circuits ready, my friend.
Very good.
First, we got to find
All right,
some place to talk.
I hate to do this, but Adam, give me another gambler roll.
While he's still gambling and Neep and HK are having their conversation, I would like to go over to the band and request the song they were playing when we first got here again.
Okay. And the Ortolan gonna go, yeah.
Sorry, Adam.
And then he does one of these numbers to the band. And the band goes, uh-huh. And the Biths nod.
Oh my god. I totally forgot what I was. As soon as you said the song, I lost my train of thought.
I don't know if
I got a 24. I accidentally hit it twice, but I got a 24 was my first one.
You got a 24?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, so I'm gonna roll. So what I'm rolling for now, by the way, is you to roll to see how good your hand was. This is the last hand. Okay. So he goes all in on his hand. It's your call what you want to do.
Go all in too.
You can also use some skills here to see. You can use sense motive to see if you think he's bluffing. Now your roll was really good, so you have a good hand.
Yeah, no, I'm confident.
Okay, so you're not going to roll 4. Okay, very good.
No.
So when you go all in, he goes, oh, and he flips over his hand, and hang on, I actually have the names of these hands here. I'll tell you what he's got. He flips over his hand, and he's got a straight Chiron, and you know that this is one of the weakest hands, and you know that you're holding a fleet, which is the third best hand in the game. And then it's your turn to flip him over. You can, yeah, there you go. You can do whatever you want as you flip him over.
I'm gonna gleefully flip him over and good game.
He's going, oh, come on, man. Oh, and he's going to kind of slink out of the seat, and then the table's going to blink, and then it's going to stop blinking, and then you're just going to see the numbers in front of your credit chip go from 150 to 20,000. And then the table turns off.
I'm gonna call over the server.
Make sure you take your credit chip out of there, by the way.
Yeah, I'm gonna take out my credit chip.
This guy leaves. He's grumpy too.
And go up to like the bartender. And I'm gonna say, here's 2,000 credits. If my good buddy Good Devil ever comes through this way, he's got a $2,000 tab.
Wow. Okay. Good Devil. Is he like a scoundrel or something? Is he a guy you know from? Can you tell me in meta what you know about Good Devil?
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
All right, it doesn't matter.
All right. So very good. I'll take this and create a tab for Good Devil. In case he comes through here. Very good. So she walks off. And you hoping she actually does that. Very
That's
good.
not what I would do. I would take that 2,000 credits and be like, oh, party time.
Great. So now you have 18,000 that you can add to your total. Great. So you also heard and saw all of that going on there. Neep said he was looking for a place that's quiet.
Well, it looks like we've got one now.
Yep, it does look like you have one now. You notice that this corner is now open, and there's nobody else over here.
Can I buy us a round?
Oh, sure. There's a button on the table. You can call the server back with the button on the table.
Garçon.
So she'll come back, and she'll say, "I've created the tab for you, sir. Can I help you? You need something?"
Can you get a couple rounds for my friends here?
Certainly. She goes off to the kitchen.
And the Jedi over there too.
Uh-huh. Oh, very good. So 1, 2. Is this a Thorian with you?
Yep.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3, and the Jedi 4. Okay, 4 drinks. Be very well. Be right back. She goes off to get your drinks. The Nikto goes back to sit on the bench over here near Rungus. Doran, you just
hear me go, "Play it again, man."
and then the Bith are dancing, nodding their heads with you.
I think I got more brain damage from this than the spice.
I do, though.
You want to hear this song for 2 hours straight?
As I turn around in one of my elaborate dance moves, I see everybody kind of forming up around that table, and I go, "Ooh," and I lean over to the band and I go, thank you very, very much. I do very much enjoy your music, especially these songs."
Very good. Well, thank you. Unfortunately, we don't work for free, says the Bith near you. So we're just gonna go ahead and play a different song now.
On the band.
If only I had credits. Resisting the urge to give them this 10,000 credit stick just to have them play the song again.
At this point, they stop and start playing a different song as you walk away.
Boo! This song sucks. Play the doot-to-do song.
Play the doot-to-doot-doot song.
Sweet jazz music.
Sweet jazz music. All right. As you get back to the group, Neep is at the head of the table. Surprisingly, Strike is looking. How you feeling, Strike? How's your character feeling?
Just kind of there.
All right, so he's seeming like he always seems, just kind of a blank canvas for you guys.
He always shows his poker face.
Yeah, he's got his poker face on. But you guys recognize that he's no longer sitting with the other guys, and he's still sitting there. The table's turned off. HK is kind of just chilling against the wall, and Philip's there, and Tog is there as well. I think this is a good point to stop, so you guys can start role-playing next week at the table. Great job, everyone.
Yay!
It was awesome. The strongest role-play session since the second one. Way to go, guys. We'll do experience off stream, unless you guys want to suffer the audience through. Is there anybody even here? Is it just us?
I don't think they want to see how ugly we get.
Hey, VG's here. It took me the whole stream to recognize it. So I did redeem that encounter, by the way. It was someone from Neep's home clans. So someone he knew. So that was the encounter, by the way. Encounter 1.
On the band as well.
Oh, there was a band glitch?
Means you
Right,
gotta
hang
change
on a
it.
second.
That's why I thought you changed the song.
So at this point, sorry, as the group is walking away, as he walks away, the Ortolan says, no. He shakes his head angrily. He's obviously the leader of the band, and does one of the round numbers again, and does this and starts playing that song again. Like he really appreciates the support that Doran gave him.
It's like, but they're fans. We've got one.
Do what the fans want. There you go. There's your glitch. I redeemed it for Soonest.
Ow. Trapped forever.
Okay, so we'll do experience off stream. I'll let Nat take us out here.
I am looking for the raid, actually.
Or Pandonkis, you want to do a plug for the channel?
Sure. I love talking. Hey, thank you, lords and ladies of fate, for joining us on another wonderful episode of Star Wars of the Fates. We couldn't do it without you. Or we could, but it would be a little bit less entertaining. But we do this 3 times a week thus far. Mondays we're doing Star Trek starting at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. Wednesdays we do Dungeons and Dragons. The Adenia campaign is going strong. Find out, will the entire party kill Gray because he's a thieving bastard? Probably. And then next week, Thursday, we will be doing Aliens, because remember, Thursdays we got that little flippy floppy going.
Mhm.
You know, this week it's Star Wars. Next week it's Aliens until we all die. You know, I really
I
thought
didn't
someone
die
was gonna
last week.
die. I really thought someone was gonna die last
Someone did
week.
die.
Me too.
I
Yeah.
thought it was gonna be me.
Yeah, someone did
Who
die.
did
Engineer.
die?
The alcoholic.
Oh, that's not a
I
player.
didn't
I'm
say
talking
a player
about
was
a
gonna die. I
player.
said somebody was gonna die.
Nice.
Why? Because he's an alcoholic. No one cares.
But yeah, that's our shtick. That's what we've got going on now. Stay tuned. We might have more stuff coming for you at some point. Make sure. I don't know if this link is gonna work. Oh geez, I can't type today. Oh, gee, I guess it would help if I was on the home keys. There we go. Join the Discord because you get all the updates. I post about 10-15 minutes before we go live every single time, so that way you won't miss.
Plus,
And we'll be rating tonight Garblag games.
plus casting calls and all
Go
kinds
ahead.
of other stuff in Discord too.
Yeah, absolutely. We have new games that we have down the pipeline, so we might have opportunities. Opportunities if you feel like this is something fun that you would enjoy doing, please, by all means.
And hopefully we'll
let
be doing
our fun be your
hopefully
fun.
we'll be doing a community game night soon.
Yes. Games like, Jackbox and things like that are really easy for a large group of people to play. I would love to do stuff like that with you all.
New Jackbox has great games on it.
I've seen some people play it. It looks like a lot of fun. Also, there's this game out called Gartic Phone, which is a lot like Drawful, but it's got a different shtick to it that it looks a lot of fun. There's a lot of options that we have that we can do community games with.
Yes.
Please stay tuned at the Discord for that kind of stuff. And bye, because we're almost out of time. The raid's about to start. Garblog Games. Hey, show them that love.
Yeah, these
Give
guys
them a
that
follow
do,
if you haven't already.
They do a lot of the aliens and other stuff too, so these are good peeps.
Bye.
Bye.